Welcome back, fans and friends, for this upcoming video. If you're seeing a lot of red, especially Italian red, that's because we have here the Lamborghini LP 500. And you remember this from Hot Wheels Premium. And then we also have another Hot Wheels. This is the Lancia Stratos, one of my favorite cars and a great rally vehicle overall. Another Hot Wheels Premium. And then finally, this is the slightly more different than this Atomica Premium. This one here is the Lamborghini Miura SVR. And so in terms of what do these cars all share in common is that they were designed by the Bertoni design studio, Marcello Gandini. And this is his first angular concept, will be this one here. The Lancia Stratos Zero, as you can see right there. And in its new release, so this is the hammer drop, or you can see there the cash symbol drops. And so what I assume is a design game-changing design in terms of automobiles, as you can see there, clearly influencing slightly less so the Stratos, but more so the Countach. And so this copper coated beauty here, like I said, was a prototype. They only built one, and it was actually designed off of a Fulvia, which is the boxiest car you'll ever see. This is the exact opposite to that. So what is the hammer drop series? So I can understand this, changing everything. This one, not sure. I mean, Rally Series, Porsche Carrera, and 787B. Of course, I might be getting what they mean by this wrong, unless it's an auction. As far as I know, this one has been sold and resold several times. It's on display in the museum, but every now and then it makes a public appearance. It still works as far as I know. And then this is just simply the Hot Wheels premium version of it. Here we have Bugatti, Ebak, Castrol, Michelin, Porsche, Mazda, and there is Lancia. So, without much ado, we will simply take it out of the package. So I will compare it. Unfortunately, that's the LP 500. Sorry, the LP 5000 series. LP 400 actually would have been the most direct successor. As you can see, the Stratos Zero does not share too many external parts to the Stratos, the regular HF, both the rally car and the Stradale, which would be the road car. So here we have, the Wikipedia did not do it justice, but I will get into it a little bit later. So overall, it is a mid-mounted engine, unlike the Fulvia. So starting with the front, we have there, you can just see there how incredibly low it is. And unlike the Stratos, which has conventional doors on the side, you can just see there the hinges. This whole panel, in fact, opens up. The steering wheel is retractable, and it does feature a digital display. I'm not sure if it's heads up, but it says it's on some sort of a display towards the front of the car, which would be years and years ahead of its time. This is 1970, and they only really put it into fighter just towards the end of the 70s and middle of the 80s. It was becoming widespread. So here we go. You're sticking into a prototype car. And so we don't have too much other than obviously the main points. I do believe it is Stratos Zero just in the middle there. Of course, with the way Hot Wheels does their premiums, it's kind of hard to tell. You can just see there the two seats and the control stick, which serves as a steering wheel in the middle. Unfortunately, there's that huge scratch on mine. Hopefully, if you get yours, it won't have that. On to the left side, you can just see there's absolutely no openings for a door. Like I said, they left it out. Body's made of fiberglass. The wheels are very close to the road version. There's just a few things, obviously, they won't include in the details. The red liner where the spoke should be. And you can just see sort of a gap there. Onto the back, you have very different than the Fulvia, but similar to the what would eventually be the production Stratos and the Lancia 37. Exhaust on the left side, engine in the back. And there we have what I do believe is Stratos Zero. and HF on the right side there, which is nice. It's really easy to see, so that's great. On to the right side, pretty much the same as the left side. I don't see where the gas cap is, nor did I see it overall, but anyway, I don't see it here whatsoever, and it's pretty much identical to the other side. You have just the metal copper in the middle, 2 vents on the side. And so on to the underside, completely plain as we expect. So it is 2024. The vehicle was released, I believe, as a buyable Hot Wheels 2024. So it is pretty new, but it's not obviously this year. Anyway, Lancia Stratos Zero, as we all know, this is from 1970. There you can see the engine. It's probably more clear with the 37 than this one. And I do believe, though, if this is the rally car or the production vehicle, it unfortunately does not. It actually does much better if you compare it to the 37, but the 37 is not directly related to this. Anyway, just this part would look extremely similar to the 37. So, fans and friends, there we have it. The Lancia Stratos Zero. Like I said, this was a concept car designed to test the limitations and build a working relationship between Gandini and Lancia, which had previously used Pininfarina as a design studio. And so there you can just see certain similarities. Obviously, there's more windows included into the Lamborghini for road car purposes. And it is a little bit higher. So just in case you want to wonder, and you can just see how narrow it is. Anyway, hopefully we've taken a good look at it. Hopefully I've done it justice. Like I said, eventually, indirectly, it will end up being this, although you can clearly see that there are some differences, there are some similarities. So there we have it. This is Thomas from Toronto, bringing to you the Lancia Stratos Zero HF concept car from 1970, which eventually, like I said, morphed very indirectly into not every car, because the Miura here is actually 4 years older than the Stratos Zero, but there are certain similarities between it, and obviously between the Lancia Stratos. So, thanks for watching. It's Thomas from Toronto, and to the next one.